Hello YouTube, this is the Galway Gamer, and we're back with part 2 of Pillars of Eternity Let's Play. And in the first episode we finished character creation, we added our difficulty settings, you know. We done the tutorial area. Well, I think we're done the tutorial area, but now we're going to continue, and the game is paused. And we just entered here after the storm. Now, this is the way we came in and it's blocked off, so we can oh, I think I misclicked. Sorry, I'm used to pressing WASD and I just did a shortcut for something. So you have to go this way. A lower level of the ruins has fallen and been blocked by rubble. I read that wrong, but whatever. Okay. Oh, cutscene. Or
that should be far enough. But what now?
We look for another way out. Storm has to die sometime.
I guess we should say what happened out there. Windstorm, of a kind they only get in Air Glanfath. Not too many people live through them, so it's hard to know what's true. The Glanfathan word is bywhack. To them it's the gods' way of reaping the souls of the land that couldn't find their own way out. But they'll take a living soul as soon as a dead one. Still got yours. Who attacked us? We know who attacked us. What about everyone else in our caravan? We know they're dead, and you don't seem too upset about all of this. I guess we should ask this. Kaliska looks you in the eye, a volatile current running beneath her voice. Maybe you just don't know me enough to know what upset looks like. And maybe I've seen worse too. Seen worse and kept on walking. Cause there's nothing else to be done, and cause there's other people you care about who still need you. Okay. Let's get going. She seems kind of dodgy, but I unfortunately, you know, can't do anything about that. Now let's consult our map. So there's two ways here, and this seems to be the kind of the proper way to go because there's a lot more space on this side. However, this side is also, you know, a small bit of space. We'll check this place first.
Wonder who was here. See if they left anything useful behind.
Okay, so there's no enemies. Can we... Okay, so this is loot, this blue thing. We got 2 camping supplies. Excellent. Hammer and chisel. Right click for details. Okay, I don't know what that is. And a mace. Ooh, I like maces though. I really do. I don't know how good different equipments are in this game though. I just love maces in general. And these are loot over here as well. Small shield and a torch. Is there anything else? Is there anything we can inspect? Nope. Okay. Looks like we're done in this area. Just a little short room to loot. I'm glad we chose that path first. Now, I'm going to consult my map quickly. So yeah, okay, we can see up there. Now there's a lot of place to explore on this side. Okay. How about down here? A trembling, sickly creature emerges from the dark, clutching a spear. Knobbly elbows and thin ribs show through its scaly flesh, but you recognize it as a Zorp. It watches you cautiously, breathing in ragged sighs. We're a good character. We don't want to hurt it. It's okay. Slowly back away. I'm gonna say it's okay, I won't hurt you, because I don't think we should hurt it. It's not hostile, is it? The Zorp recoils, fingers still wrapped tightly around its spear. The creature cocks its head and approaches you, a soft clicking sound emanating from the back of its throat. The creature sniffs around you and finds nothing of interest. It steps back and resumes its defensive posture. Raise your arms and stand still. He does the same thing. So is he guarding us from actually entering through this way? Okay. Oh, now it's fighting us. Unfortunately, I guess you have to kill it now. But I didn't want to. I really didn't. It seems kind of mean since we're outnumbering him, and he is a lizard man, but he's small. But I do need to go this way. Well, I don't need to, but I want to. We done the best we could. We got another shield, medium shield, and Zorp spear. I'll inspect all of these weapons when we get out. This is our character? No, this is Calliska. This is our character. Does our character have a weapon? I don't believe it does, because we threw the weapon, sorry, earlier on. No, we don't actually have a weapon. Do we have the mace still? I guess we're going to put the mace there and then put it over here. Wow, we actually had no weapon. Crazy. Let's quickly inspect the map again. Okay, so we've done this part now. I guess we move around this area. Keep to the bottom.
Wait. Do you hear that?
I don't. Ooh. Engwithan relief gem. Okay, I don't know what that is. Oh, look at this journal. Okay. This small portfolio, or just folio, this small folio is torn in several places and blood has soaked into several of the sheets. One later entry is still legible, however. I can't believe my luck. A few rounds of dice and I've got myself on a genuine Engwithan artifact. Fellow who had it said it was pretty much nothing, as far as he's concerned. He's not willing to go digging in some ruins. But if he's right about the gem leading to a hidden treasure, then it's worth sneaking past a few painted elves. I'll head to Silenthalis in the morning, and it's just a matter of finding this relief he was talking about. This relief? Okay. I guess we'll put this in our stash. Or sorry. Yeah, our stash, sorry. Torch. This is a quest item, I guess? It's an Engwithan relief gem. Leather armor. And a crossbow. Okay. Ooh, Scolder Whelp. I guess we'll fight this guy. Oh, we killed him pretty quickly there. Scolder Ear. And something else, I'm not quite sure what.
That looks weak. Could be a shortcut.
Use a hammer and chisel to weaken the wall. You set to work. The cracks lengthen and widen with your efforts, but the process is more taxing than you expected. Sweat beads your forehead and your muscles begin to ache. After several long moments, you begin to see the light on the other side. With one final tap, several blocks of the stone shift, then tumble loose, clearing a gap just wide enough to pass through. And we lost our hammer and chisel. But I'm okay with this.
I could scout ahead, see what's around the corner.
No thank you. We can sneak down here, but I don't see the reason to. Okay. I guess we can, no loot from this Scolder Whelp we just killed. Nothing special around this area at all. At least not that I can see. I'm just having a quick, gander around. Nope. Now, if we look at the map, we can see we're coming out up here. There's still this area, though. So I'm going to take a long walk back, or short walk back, depending on how you look at it, and check out the other side. Ooh, look at this.
Look at the tiles. What are those symbols?
Okay. So yeah, this should be the next place to go. There's also this part here. What does this do? This bridge.
That roundish symbol.
Ooh.
Pretty sure I saw it on one of the tiles back there.
Okay, we've lit one brazier. We've lit the second. And the third. I don't know what this does though. Maybe we should try up here. There's more here. Okay, and there's the fourth, or fifth. Or sixth rather. I'm so confused. Oh. This mural must be ancient, yet the colors are still bright and vivid. It shows a procession of Engwithians from all of the Kith races, Auma, Elf, Orlan, Dwarf, and Human. They walk among the pillars, similar to the other ones that span this chamber, each one topped with a flame. Okay. Just a bit of lore, I guess. I guess we can move on to the next room. Oh dear. Lesser black ooze. I'm gonna walk back a bit and then attack them. Just in case there's more of them around. Okay. We got him down, and he dropped some loot as well. Ooze plasma. I'm not sure what these crafting... Well, I guess they're crafting materials. I was about to say what these crafting materials are for. But, I know what they're for. They're for crafting, but I don't know what they're for
Where'd that
crafting.
slime come from?
Okay, what's this? So... Okay. Viscous and oily. This muck clings to anything it touches. And there's no other inspect around here, so I guess I'll click this. A viscous slick of something dark and tar-like runs down this wall. The shapes and bulges in the ooze suggest that something lies beneath it, but you can't tell what. Use your water skin to clear off the ooze. I guess we can do this. You rinse the ooze away, revealing an intricate relief of a man's face. The sunburst surrounding it is chipped away in places, but the details of his head, from the tight curls of hair to the ridges of his pointed ears, still showcase remarkable craftsmanship. One eye socket is empty, a gem fills the other. We can place the gem we just got, the Width and Relief gem I believe it's called, into his eye. I'm not sure what this will do, but I guess we can go for it. The chamber begins to rumble, stray rocks dancing across the tile floor. Finally, a large section of the wall gives way, and we've lost the item in Width and Relief gem. Ooh, it seems that it opens a secret door over here, which contains a lesser black ooze. I hope there's something good in here, because we can't actually see inside the room very well. Lesser black ooze, we got the plain loot. Oh, look at this. Adra? Okay, so this seems to be another crafting material. Amethyst, that's just a gem, but I assume it's a crafting material. And Minor Cloak of Protection. Now that's pretty damn good for tanks. +5 Fortitude, +5 Reflex, and +5 Will. So 3 defensive stats boosted to +5. Nothing else in here, unfortunately. But I will go to the character screen. Probably the equipment screen is the one we need to go to, actually. And we'll put this on our character. There we go. Now we've got a cloak. Now we're going to head back out to this first area and continue where we were meant to go. I don't know what you do with these.
Stay quiet.
Okay. By sneaking, you can see the traps. I guess the lit up fire ones are the traps. Even if I wasn't sneaking, I know where they are. I just want to be careful. You know, so I don't get killed. Oh, super careful. Excellent. So we actually got our way through there.
Fresh air in here. I think we found an exit. Sounds like the storm path, too.
Alrighty. A spear spiderling. Okay. Oh, okay, so this is the same entrance. So we've actually cleared this first portion of the map. This seems up here to be the exit, but there may be enemies or maybe loot ahead. Hopefully neither. Or hopefully just loot, but here's an enemy, a spear spiderling. Not too difficult with our party. Okay, no loot from that. We can inspect over here. Bats as large as chickens are strung on the spider's web. Okay, no loot there. How about this side? Maybe some... Oh, there's an entrance here. Excellent. And this is the exit, I believe. Yep, it exits to another area. Ooh, a dead body. A helm. Head value. No stats, it appears. Okay, no stats. I'll just loot that anyways. Maybe I can sell it. Oh, and there's a vase with some loot here. Jasper and agate. I assume these are both crafting materials. They look like it. There's no word that says whether they're crafting materials or not, but I guess just by virtue of the fact that they sound like them, they are. Okay, that was that little dungeon completed. Back up into the open world, I guess. According to the screen image, it is. Ooh, it's dark out. There's no way to exit down here, is there now? Okay. Ooh. 4 figures stand before an otherworldly apparatus, an ancient structure of chiseled adra and metallic veins, ominous and looming like a silent observer. Standing motionless in their midst is what appears to be a human body, colourless as stone or ash. The other figures gaze upon it in what might be contemplation. From your vantage point, you are well obscured from their view. Okay. The figure closest to the machine stands out among them. A thick grey beard frames a face otherwise hidden beneath a metallic mask. His faded robes are embroidered with a runic language unlike any you have ever seen, and he wears a strange black headdress with 2 protrusions that jut out like wings of some malevolent creature. And known as the older robed man by his title here.
Oathbinder, bear witness, and see this man has kept his word, true to his last breath, full to his blood's last drop. Guide his soul, queen that was, and regard it among your favored. Let his life by the key be his confession. Let his death by the key be his absolution. May he walk the world ever free of the crushing weight of the book.
Okay.
Your brother has done his part, and you have seen the power of his contribution. I will accept no further hesitation from the rest of you. In the sight of the queen that was, will you fulfill the oath? Will you take your place beside your brother in the endless esteem of her memory that is without flaw? Step forth, and be assured of the great worth of your life's course.
Okay. For an instant, the apparatus goes quiet and the air is still. Then all at once it erupts with a concussive surge. Light floods your vision, and you are knocked to the ground. Your head snaps back as you land, and the pain wells to the back of your skull, washing your lost thoughts away into the black, unconscious void. You open your eyes to a different place, another time. You stand in a circular room, grand and domed, its walls lined with adra and trimmed with copper. The style is ancient, but the chamber is unweathered. At the far end, a great pillar of adra pierces the floor from below. Its shimmering texture gives the illusion of boundless depth. Encircling the pillar is an apparatus much like the one you've just seen, but immense and multifaceted and intertwined. Your thoughts are yours and not yours, and they seem to exist before you think them, and they are all questions, pressing questions, troubling questions, questions that must be answered, or... At the base of the pillar now, you see a man with a thick grey beard and a ceremonial robe, crowned with a strange ornamental headdress. You know this man, you are walking towards him now at a pace that is hurried while not trying to appear so. You have something you want to ask him, one question above all, and the question spins madly in your mind. You awaken to find your malaise has broken, only to be replaced with something far more concerning. Faint whispers are audible at the edge of your hearing, like a ringing in your ears that does not subside. Movement flits through your periphery, but when you turn to look, you can see no sign of whatever it was. You find your gaze regularly darting this way and that, an involuntary paranoid tic. If this is a sickness, it may be dangerous to go without treatment for long. The figures at the machine stand frozen in place, flesh and blood replaced by cinders and ash. The man who led them is nowhere to be seen. Hayden and Caliska lie bloody on the uneven cobbles, their bodies twisted unnaturally in death. Whoa. You are alone and far from help. Gilded Veil may be your best hope of receiving treatment before things get worse. Oh, so Caliska and Howden are dead. And we've just encountered the old robed man. We don't know who he is yet, though. We get some items from the dead bodies of Howden and Caliska. Not very much, and honestly, it's kind of sad that both of our companions, or traveling companions, are now dead. We can level up by clicking the plus button down here. The tutorial just told me, so I'm going to do so. We've 6 points left. I'm going to spend them in athletics. Athletics helps us. Actually, it should tell us down here. Ground second wind, 50 endurance. Sorry, I just want to check something. Okay, so it gives us additional endurance, which is health, so it's actually very good. And what it does is pretty much athletics allows us to not use or endurance is kind of like a it's hard to explain. It's health, but not health. You have a health bar at the side of your screen, and this is your entire health. Once it goes to 0, then you get maimed and you're never able to heal up. But you have an endurance bar which can be healed, and that's pretty much your per encounter health. Once that goes to 0, you die in that fight. But after the fight, you may actually be resurrected and still have a lot of health. However, there's 2 bars that affect your endurance. One of them is a grey bar, and when it gets to 0, that lowers your max health per encounter. If it's grey down halfway, it lowers by 50%. And there's a red bar which is in combat. Now that gets completely healed after every encounter. So grey is slow, and it's affected by athletics. It's pretty much every time you go without resting, like for say a day, it'll start getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and it'll be like lowering your max health per encounter per that amount that it's reduced by, whatever that may be. And red is per encounter. In your fight, whenever you take damage from a hit, it will turn red equal to the amount of damage you took, and you'll die once it's 0. And when you die, then you can get resurrected at full endurance health. But you'll have a second. I'll show you later. Once I finish the level up screen. I'm not trying to confuse anyone. Although I think I am. I'm just going to quickly select one of these talents. You can pick offensive, defensive, utility, and class. It gives you +4. The policy belief become more than just some negating reputation that negatively influence. Okay, so this means that if you betray your beliefs, that it won't affect you, but also gives you +8 in all defenses except deflection and +4 in deflection. So it's actually quite good for tank builds. This is the same, except it doesn't reduce. Okay, so these both do kind of the same thing. They give you the same bonuses in terms of like your defensive stats. However, this removes the negative effects. So if you do want to play a meaner character, like that would go against my character's beliefs, it would negate going against those beliefs and ruining your reputations, I guess. But for this one, it boosts even more, but you still have that restriction to not go against your beliefs. What it does is it just gives you an extra +2 deflection and +3 in all defenses. I'm not sure if I want either of those. Modifies. Oh, it just boosts the damage of Flames of Devotion, which is our starting skill. And this just boosts. Whenever we use Flames of Devotion, we now, if I'm reading this right, gives entire team a bonus to deflection? Okay. But I mean, if you're the tank as a paladin, would that not mean that you want the deflection, not your team? I'm not sure. Either way, I'm not sure about this deep faith and troubled faith. Honestly, I don't think I'll be breaking my paladin's belief system anyways, so I guess untroubled faith would not matter. Now, these are... okay. I get what this is. These are just like general boosts for every class. The same here. And the same here. Do I be the off tank though? Because I kind of, since we have a party of 6, I think we might have 1 main tank and 1 off tank. And if so, I think I'll just go for the deep faith right now. It'll help us get to our first tank, but you know, not reduce us later on. Okay, so what I'm talking about is, if you can see, and I doubt you can, but our character's portrait is grey up to here. Now this isn't because we've been damaged in combat, this is just because we've went so long without resting. When that reduced our max health in combat, so if we entered combat now and got hit once, we wouldn't go from here, where this red marker is, to here. We'd go from where this part here, down to here, because this is our max health reduced. In combat you get a red one of these, and it will start from the end of the grey one. And this is our health bar, this green thing, which is a completely different thing. That allows us to be killed completely once that reaches 0, but that would take 2 or 3 encounters worth of dying. I hope that makes sense. Ooh. Creepy. That was a bit odd. Oh. Saint Garen's horn. Okay. That was a crafting material, I guess. Oh darn. I can leave these vessel flesh. Vessel flesh again? More vessel flesh. Pilgrim's crown. I guess you have to run into this in order to get rid of it. Yeah. More vessel flesh. Pilgrim's crown. So we've got a few things. The massive structure is formed of stone, ager, and copper, and covered in strange glyphs. The air around it vibrates with unusual energy. Okay. Is there anything over here? I can see a little marker here. I guess this means that we're going to the world map. Okay. So we can travel from Silent Lists, which is where we are now, I guess, to the Valewood. I guess we'll do that now. We've just cleared the area. It'll take us 6 hours. And I wonder, will that have an effect on the grey athletics bar, the grey part on our portrait? I'll see, I guess, as soon as this loading screen finishes.
Could use some rest.
Oh wow, I guess our character knows that it is, because she's just after going, we could use some rest. Camping supplies? Actually, we can use one of these camping supplies now. Okay. Oh, and we can get a camping bonus, but we can't get... We've only one choice now, the damage reduction. Okay, so we're back at everything done. We've no AI script selected. We've Flames of Devotion. Second Wind, which is athletics. And we've this bag, I'm not sure what that does. Okay, Admet's Wort we just got, which is another flower. Let's have a look at the map. Okay, we've got a journey down here, or we can go to this part here. I guess we'll go to this part here first. Blood moss. Oh, thankfully up here was just a bit of loot. That's great. Blood moss. I'm not sure if that's useful, but I hope it is, because I hope all of it's good. I hope everything we can get, even early game, is good. Okay. Another plant. Ooh, a lantern. Okay, okay. Oh, bandit? He's a bandit? This is Tenfrith. Now, Tenfrith seems to be friendly. I'm not sure, or no, maybe not. The young dwarf Tending to the stew looks up, startled. As he sees you approach, he drops his ladle, spattering the stew across the ground. What? The bandit turns. Get her, you dogs, and make sure our new cook don't run off. Okay. Help! Please, help! Ma! One of the bandits gives Tenfrith a kick as they pass him, and he huddles. Okay. So we've 2 enemies to kill now. I guess we'll take out this bandit first. I'm gonna use this special ability. Oh, it seems to be more of a buff than an actual
Let's go.
straight up damaging ability. I'll try it again though. Oh, it's actually really nice. Look at the damage. Okay, we finished off that other bandit. I guess we'll leave combat and talk to Tenfrith. Tenfrith is his name. Ooh, this bandit has some decent loot. Okay. I'm gonna loot the place first, honestly. The tent is empty, but for a pair of stained cots and a stink of unwashed bodies. Okay. Not very pleasant, but yeah. Okay.
Greetings.
By the flame, thank you. Thank you, thank you. I thought I'd be stuck cooking for these ignorant weasels for the rest of my life, or until they were bored with me, I suppose. I must get back home. I only hope they haven't hired a replacement, the dwarf looks aghast. Listen, next time you're in Gilded Vale, stop by the Black Hound Inn. I'll let Pasca know what you've done for me, and I'm sure she'll do right by you in turn. Oh, to be back at my oven again. Okay, so we've just helped Tenfrith, the dwarf. And, yeah, maybe that'll pay off later. I don't know. I don't really know, honestly. But yeah. Already we've done some good. Ooh, there's a young wolf here. Now, I'm not too scared of a young wolf after killing 2 bandits, but honestly, it could be scarier than expected. He's higher defenses, certainly. Oh, there we go. Flames of Devotion is a very powerful ability, it seems. Very high accuracy. Okay, so there's a little crack here that we can climb up. Because I seen loot up here. If you were looking up here, there's some loot. Okay. These aged walls appear to have once encircled the entire glade. Only a small fragment remains, and the stairs leading to the top of the structure have crumbled away. Examine the wall more closely. The heavy bricks are slick with moss, presenting a hindrance to climbing, but the stones themselves seem sturdy enough. Given the right tools, one might easily reach the top. Scale the wall. You find a handhold upon one of the large stones and start to pull yourself up. You make your way to the top steadily, crumbling rune, and over the top. Oh, I read that completely wrong. Okay, so this is where we seen earlier on. Oh, we got gloves. Fulvano's gloves. Dexterity +2. That's pretty good, because that's attack speed, isn't it? Camping supplies, leather armor. Let's read the scrawled letter. I do not think you will ever see this, but you were right, Fulvano. We should have journeyed to the south together. It would have been safer for it. I would tolerate all the gloating in the world if I might live to hear it. I have put myself out of reach of the beast circling below, but I am done for all the same. I do not think I will rise again. Whoever finds me, pray for me. Perhaps in the next life I shall be a trapper of wolves. I guess that's a bit of sarcasm since it's clear that the wolves got to him. But yeah, that's actually some okay loot, all things considered. We got the Fulvano's gloves. How do we get back? Oh, here we go. I hope that works. Climb down. From the edge of the wall, you can see an old cobblestone road leading south into the patchy trees of the Valewood. Climb down. You swing yourself over the side and pick your way back down to ground level. Okay, so pretty simple. Okay, and I guess we can equip these. Gloves plus 2 dexterity. Do they have any actual... Okay. Okay, so we've 9 damage reduction from the male armor. Now, can we actually get better armor than this? By, I mean from our stash. I don't mean actually ever in the game. Of course we can. Scale armor is 7 minus 35. So I guess all armors, for 1 extra Dior you get plus 5, minus 5% recovery speed. So these are Dior 6 at 30%. Now Dior 7 is 35 and Dior 5 is 25. Yeah, it seems to work that way. So I guess we'll just stick with what you have, because either way we're going to either suffer more damage or suffer more loss in speed. I guess it's all the same for now, at least. Okay, so we've done here, bandit camp, ruins. I guess we'll try up here first, because, or should we? Yeah, I'm gonna try over this side first. Oh, the grass is still flattened behind the wagon's wheels. Barrels of cabbages, potatoes, and squash have been overturned and abandoned. That's not a good sign. Got some silver, a sword, and camping supplies. Okay, that's pretty good. Oh, there's another tent over here. I guess we'll check this out. Oh, there's a guy. Nonton.
Gods keep you.
This man appears to be hurriedly dismantling his camp in quick, jerky movements. He looks up as you approach, his expression tense and drawn. Greetings, he says, a little breathless. On your way south, is it? Have to say, don't see many Alma out this way. You headed to Defiance Bay? Lots of work in the harbour, I hear. He wipes his brow, turning his face to you. The sooner you're clear of these woods, the better, I think. Okay. Okay, I'm only passing through. I mean to reach Gilded Vale. You're headed the right way. Shouldn't be too much further, and there's no missing it if you keep to the road. But you want to keep clear of this path after this. We were just attacked north of here. Me and my friend of mine. We came out of the hunt some deer. Came up in a bear instead, and great monstrous thing. And Pearly? He didn't make it. He shakes his head. I don't know what I'll tell his wife. In any case, this forest's already cost me a friend. I'm heading home before it takes anything else. 3-worded. Where did you find this bear? In a cave, a ways up that way. He turns to point to the northwest. I wouldn't seek it out if I were you. It was a great brute of a beast. Would hate to hear that it took another life. Farewell. Okay, so that's Nonton. He said this way was the way to go, south. But fortunately or unfortunately, depending on how this journey turns out, we're heading north. Quickly, just to explore the rest of this area. This wood. Okay, these seem to be trees. Although there is some settlers' arrows over there. I did not know what they were called before I checked them, by the way. Shattered pieces of a crate are strewn across the dirt along with a few muddy vegetables. Okay. I guess this means that the turned crate is leading up this way. And we already got this body, I believe. Which would mean that up here is the last way to go if I consult my map. But yep. Then we are on to Gilded Vale after this. Nothing this way. Oh, yeah. Oh no, it's only back to Silentness that we can go from here. Okay. Oh, Zor up here. And one crafting material here. I guess we'll attack the Zorb. Okay, he's dead. Is there anything special over this way? Oh, can we cross here? We can. Another Zorb. I guess we'll attack him, and we'll actually use Flames of Devotion on him. Get him down quickly. Yep, that's super powerful. Interesting camp, I guess. Some crafting materials and Zorb armor, not very useful. The struts and supports are large enough to be the ribs and vertebrae of a dragon. Okay, I guess it's just saying that this is dragon bone. Oh, this guy. He's got a padded cap, a quarter staff, and a copper skeet. Nothing in here, unfortunately. Okay. I guess we're going back the way to get that flower. The Amidsworth. Okay, and we're pretty much done there. There's a cave right here. I think there's a bear inside here, because that's what the man Nonton said to us. He said that there's a bear. A bear. I'm not sure how to say it. I guess we'll find out. Ooh, there is. And that must be the body of his friend. Okay. So we will use Flames of Devotion to start off. This bear is really powerful. We healed ourselves completely there as well, because of our athleticism. I guess we just need to be lucky and finish off this bear first, before he gets us. Okay, we done it. Quite difficult, but yeah. Well, I wouldn't say difficult, but if we didn't have that athleticism heal, second wind, we would have been in deep trouble there. Now I can see a spirit thing here. A purple glowy thing, but I'll loot the rest of the area first in case it spawns another enemy. There's a pike. That's another basic weapon. Ooh. A figure drifts, suspended in the musty air of the cavern. Its form and features blur, and the twist in cascading ripples off incandescence. You feel its energy eddying about your limbs, filling them with a heavy chill. Whoever wrote this one specifically, really likes their huge words. Very huge words. Just strings of huge words to create the sentences. I reach out. You reach out a hand for the spirit. In the moment of contact, you feel as if you have been struck a blow. Head reeling as you tumble helplessly into waiting darkness. Oh wow, this is a large paragraph. Light blooms at the edges of your vision. You feel the sun at your back, and the weight of a bow in your hand. You know suddenly that you have come a long way from the vale hunting deer. Now you are standing before a cavern, and the darkness extends far into its depths. Even so, your friend strides out before you, his red cloak flapping at his heels. You follow, heart hammering in your chest as he leads you deeper into the cavern. Okay, so am I experiencing this purple phantom's memories? And if so, this purple phantom is Nonton's friend that he talked about dying. So this would mean the guy with the red cloak is Nonton himself. Am I right? I would assume so, because that is the bear that he claimed killed his friend. There's a roar like thunder, echoing around you. Fear seizes you, casts you stumbling back towards the exit, towards light and escape. You see a glint of steel, and there is a sudden terrible flash of agony behind your knee. You scream, stumble, and fall. Okay, so did Nonton betray this guy? Your thoughts are chaos, lanced through with pain, but in a moment of terrible clarity you see your friend look back from the mouth of the cavern, his dagger daubed in crimson to match his cloak. So Nonton betrayed his friend and left him for the bear to get him? And then there's a great dark shape above you, and then there is more pain. The vision recedes and you are thrown back into yourself with seemingly resentful force. The corpse lies at your field, and at your feet, and the spectre lingers. In the span of energy between you both, you feel a sense of questioning, of confusion, of anger. Okay, I met him on the road, your friend. I guess I did. I guess that was Nonton. A sudden, lashing anger emanates from the spirit. Rage and grief seem to pour from the gleaming figure like smoke. I'll find him and see your spirit, your dead spirit. There's nothing for you here. Your dead spirit. Yeah. I mean, I do want to make Nonton pay, but my character is not a revengeful character. They're holy cleric. The spirit roils with thwarted anger and grief. Sorrow seems to seep into the very air of the cavern. The spirit dims and fades until you are alone once more. Wow, that's sad. His friend betrayed him. That Nonton guy, not a very nice guy, because he lied to me. he betrayed his friend, and then he sent me to... Well, he didn't send me, he told me actually not to go this way, but that's still very not nasty. I mean, maybe he has a reason for it, but honestly, they seemed like they were friends. Like, no matter what, he's still his friend. That was pure betrayal. We're just waiting for this character, which is us, to get all the way down here. Okay, just pause the game there quickly. I guess we need to go here. Gilded Vale. Accept. 8-hour journey. Wow. The loading screen... Sorry, my bad. I keep talking, and I honestly keep stuttering because I'm reading the screens, and there's a lot of words I just don't know. Well, not a lot of them. Some of the words I don't know, and some of the sentences, and sometimes I get kind of caught up stuttering, and once it happens once, I get all stumbling over my words. We are in Gilded Vale, however, and I do not think that we can fit the entire area Gilded Vale in this one episode, so I will say... Thank you very much for watching, and you know, you could leave a bit of feedback down below. Do you like me reading out all of the texts? Do you only want me to read out the story texts, all of the texts, some of the texts, none of the texts? You know, you can comment down below and tell me if you prefer me, how you prefer me to do it. But until next time, thank you guys for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this episode of Pillars of Eternity, and you know, comment below anything you want to tell me. You know, like the video if you like the video, but makes no difference to me personally. And subscribe, please. Now, I do like if you'd subscribe, you know, to watch my videos, because I do put effort in them. Thank you very much for watching, though, and goodbye.